Welcome back. As of now in the application, when you log in and enter a proper password and say login, this particular thing gets created in session storage. However, the only way we are removing this stuff out is by doing a right click remove. Where should we actually implement that functionality? We should implement it as part of our logout. Let's quickly do that in this specific step. We'll start off creating the login component. Be very careful, we are not creating a service. What we are creating is a component. Actually, we are going to create a logout component. So, ng generate component logout. Let's go ahead and do that. And that's cool. So, logout is done. So, if you click logout right now, will it work? Nope, not yet, not so fast. Why? Because we have not added the routing in, right? So, let's add the routing. As usual, star star should be the last one. Do not make the mistake of adding something after star star. Logout, and it should be logout component, and refresh /logout. Logout works. That's cool, right? So now logout page is ready. Logout.component.html. I'll put a h1 logout. You are logged out, and I'll put a div. Class is equal to container, and just put a simple message out saying thank you for using our app. Now if you refresh it, cool, you're logged out. Thank you for using the application. That's good, but is that all? What we want to do is actually go out to the logout component.ts and make sure that the user is logged out. Now let's go to the hard-coded authentication service. We don't really have anything to log out a user, right? So what we'll do is create a new method. So I'll say logout, and all that we need to do is say session storage dot remove item authenticated user. So what we are doing here is we are removing the authenticated user from session storage, and this particular thing, hard-coded authentication service, you need to use it in the logout component. How can we use that? We need to inject it in. So colon, I'll make it private, hard-coded authentication service. Let's import this in, control space, import it in, and ng on init. What do we need to do when the component is initialized? We need to say this dot hard-coded authentication service dot logout. What would happen? The logout method would be called and we would be logged out. Let's see what would happen now. Refresh. You'd see that you are logged out, and let's check the session storage if the value is there. You can see that the value is not there. This is basically the search thing, and you can see that it's not there. Let's do it again. Session storage dummy login, and you can see, oops, let's refresh it. You can see that in 28 minutes value is there, and as soon as I click logout, you can also see the menus react, right? So the menus don't appear, so only the login menu is here right now, and you can see when you refresh it, it's also not showing the value in the session storage. Isn't this fun? So now we have a proper implementation of a logout and a login. So you can see you are logged out when you say login and say dummy as the password and login. You can go there, play with it, and say logout, you're logged out. This is awesome, right? So this is much more clearer application. You have login, logout features and all that working perfectly. The only thing which I don't really like about what's happening in here is the fact that if I type in login 4200.todos, I'm still able to see the to-dos even though I'm not logged in. And that's not really good, right? I would want to be able to see the to-dos only when I'm logged in. Let's get to that in the next step. Until then, bye-bye.